Dealing with bugs on the trail. You hate it, I hate it, we all hate it. So let's talk about some of the things that I've done in the past and what my plans are for dealing with bugs this year as I venture into the Alaskan wilderness on my 400-mile thru hike in the Brooks Range. So I set off on my big Alaskan odyssey at the tail end of June, which means the majority of the time that I'm gonna be hiking and pack rafting through the gates of the Arctic is going to be in July. And July is supposed to be the buggiest month in Alaska. We're talking Mosquito City. Mosquitoes the size of birds, they tell me. And you know, over the years, I haven't really thought about bug stuff as much ever since doing the PCT in 2018. Mainly because I guess I've been hiking in the right months or hiking in environments where I haven't really had to deal with bugs. But with doing this thru hike up in Alaska in July, I've really been considering what I want to do to protect myself against mosquitoes and ticks. And I'm no stranger to the negative effects of dealing with bugs on the trail. In 2015 on the Appalachian Trail, I got bit by a tick and contracted ehrlichiosis, which is a form of Lyme's disease, and it messed me up for quite some time. And then in 2018 on the PCT, I was literally running from swarms of mosquitoes in Yosemite and in Southern Oregon. So some of the things that I've done in the past to help protect myself against those mosquitoes and ticks on the trail is things like having a pair of wind pants to protect my legs, because typically I hike in shorts. It's been using something like a bug head net, or treating my clothes with something like permethrin to fight against ticks, and using a bug lotion or bug spray like 100% DEET, which I actually hate because it leaves you greasy and it's like poison for your skin. So I've made a few upgrades to what I typically use. Hey guys, I wanted to cut in here real quick and let you know that my favorite hiking and navigation app, Onyx Backcountry, is currently on sale for 60% off. Not only has Onyx Backcountry become this huge supporter of me, my channel, and all of the trips that I've done over the past year, but Onyx Backcountry, the app, has become my absolute go-to navigation software for all of my various adventures. Whether that's doing some off-trail hiking in the Grand Canyon, pack rafting up in Colorado, deep winter backpacking in the Canadian Rockies, or routing and planning my entire Brooks Range traverse up in Alaska, Onyx Backcountry has become probably the most powerful tool in my backpacking kit, both on and off trail. Being able to use features like the current weather layer, the active wildfire layer, or the slope angle layer has just allowed me to stay safer and feel more confident when I'm out on these various adventures. So if you guys have been wanting to upgrade your backpacking and navigation game, check out my link down below to get 60% off an elite membership. It's only for a limited time, but 60% off is only $40 for an entire year of all of these super powerful features. I cannot thank Onyx enough for continuing to support me, my channel, and all of these trips. And let's get back to the video. Now, first off, the main thing that I'm gonna be doing is just giving my skin more protection. So I'm usually somebody that hikes in shorts, but for the first time ever on any thru hike that I've done in the past 10 years, on this hike, I will actually be wearing a pair of pants. Yes, hiking pants for the short shorts guy. Not only am I gonna be wearing hiking pants to protect my legs against bugs, but also because I'll be doing a lot of bushwhacking going through the Alaskan wilderness, and I wanna make sure that my legs aren't getting tore up. Along with long pants, I will also be wearing a long sleeve hooded hiking shirt, or a sun hoodie, to make sure that I can pull my sleeves all the way down, cover up part of my hand because of the thumb hole, and have a hood to help protect my neck and around my face from bugs. Now, not only am I just gonna be wearing long sleeves and stuff, I'm also gonna be treating all of my clothes, my pants, my hiking shirt, my socks, my shoes, my hat, with permethrin. This is a bug spray that you pretty much treat your clothes with. It soaks into your clothes and then it helps fight against ticks and mosquitoes. Typically, you can get about 5 treatments out of a bottle, and usually a treatment will last about 4 or 5 washes, they say. Well, for Alaska, I'm not gonna be able to really wash my clothes for the entire trip because there's no trails, roads, or towns in that 400 miles. So my plan is to treat all of my clothes and my shoes with this permethrin, about 3 different applications before I even leave. And that should do me pretty well and keep me protected against bugs. Now, aside from treating all of my stuff with permethrin, I'm also gonna be using a bug head net, something I've always used on the trail. In the past, I've used, I guess, fancier, nicer bug head nets, like the Sea to Summit one, if there is a such thing as a nicer head net. But recently, I found these super, super light ones, cheap ones on Amazon. You can get like a 2-pack of these. They pack down really small, they're stupid light, and they're really nice and big. So I can use a hat, I can put it over my head, cinch it down around my hood to make sure that I protect my neck and my face from bugs and making sure that I'm not getting eaten alive. And then the last thing that I'm doing to protect myself against bugs is by using a bug spray like I always have, but using a different type of bug spray or bug lotion in this case. In the past, I have used 100% DEET. If you've ever used a bug spray, you'll see that it has a certain percentage of DEET in it. This is 100%. And where this does work super well and gives you up to 10 hours of protection, this stuff is like putting poison on your skin. I hate using DEET. Not only does it feel like you're poisoning your skin, it's also super greasy, so it collects a lot of dirt and makes you nastier. And if you spray like a tint with this, it'll actually melt nylon. So if it melts nylon, you can imagine what it's doing to your skin. I feel like every time I apply this stuff, I can feel it soaking into my bloodstream. So instead of using DEET, I have switched to something that's a lot better. I started using it back in 2021 on the CDT because my buddy Juice introduced me to it, and that is picaridin. Specifically this picaridin lotion that Sawyer makes. Now, typically you'll find this in a bottle, and I actually got these little single serve packs that I've had for years, a big box of them. They stopped making these, unfortunately. But this stuff has been fantastic. Where this claims that it lasts up to 10 hours, this stuff claims it lasts up to 14 hours. And from using this on the trail, I can say this is probably one of the best bug sprays, or lotion in this case, that I've ever used. Not only that, it protects against West Nile, dengue fever, Zika, all the nasty stuff that mosquitoes carry, and it doesn't feel greasy. It doesn't have an awful chemical smell to it like this. It actually has a nice smell to it. And it's nice because one of these little packets will usually last me about 2 applications of just really applying it to those parts of my skin that are exposed, that aren't covered with pants, that I don't have a head net on, like my hands. So I'll be carrying a handful of these, and I hope to get about 2 days out of one of these packets. So I'll be up there for what, 18, 19 days. So probably 10 of these packets is what I'll carry instead of carrying this horrible poison in a bottle. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I'll be using up in Alaska. And I don't think there's really anything else that I could do or carry to help protect me against mosquitoes or ticks. Unless I was wearing like one of those full bug net suits or one of those like thermocell things that hunters carry with them. But I think those things are overkill, and this should do me pretty well as long as I treat my clothes well, as long as I'm smart and apply good bug lotion and use something like a head net. I shouldn't get eaten too alive by these bird-sized mosquitoes, they tell me. So speaking of that, what do you use on the trail to help combat bugs? Do you have some special thing that you do? Do you use one of those thermocell things? Leave me something down below and let me know your thoughts. Guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. I hope you're taking care of each other. I love you, and as always, thanks for watching.